Hello and welcome. We're at the track covering the Sport of Kings. Coming up, an impressive win for the 4-year-old colt Buzz Nightmare in the feature event at Jamaica's Caymanas Park. The favourite wins the main event in Trinidad and Tobago's Santa Rosa Park Racing. Barbadian jockeys Chris Husbands and Rocco Bowen capture championship titles in North America. And in Kentucky, an impressive win for the 2016 Sandalane Barbados Gold Cup runner-up Watchyourownbobber. To Jamaica we go first. The None Such 6 furlong sprint, the weekend's main event with a 6-horse field with some quality. The speedy Campesino, well backed at 7-2 odds, one of 3 Philip Fianis starters here. Number 2, former Derby winner Perfect Neighbour, also at 7-2. 3 Fianis Buzz Nightmare, the 9-5 second favourite. 5 Franfield, the 2015 Super Stakes winner at 12-1 odds. And 6, the 3-5 favourite Polka Star, Wayne DaCosta's 2015 Caribbean Sprint Champion winner under 4-time champion jockey Omar Walker. Here's Bran Rickman's call.
The running up toward the half mile. Buzz Nightmare has the first run. Polka Star cuts the lead to a length. Campesino staying close there on the rail. A break back to Franfield just ahead of Bubbling Kitten. And a long way back to Perfect Neighbour. Hopeless at the moment as they now slip past the 3. Buzz Nightmare on that lead as they lead the 5/16th marker. Polka Star now being asked to close the gap. Campesino is right there if they fold, but into the lane. Buzz Nightmare in the center of the course, getting the better of Polka Star, and Campesino on the rail. Franfield now asked to close the gap. Buzz Nightmare runs toward the furlong pole, shaken up by the rider. Here now is Campesino over against the rail, but it's Buzz Nightmare with a 2 or more length advantage inside the final 16th, and Buzz Nightmare begins to turn it on in the end, and Buzz Nightmare, a fine performance, wins the None Such over Campesino.
The front-running Buzz Nightmare wins with authority under jockey O'Neill Mullings, chased by stablemate Campesino. For trainer Fiani and owners 2 Pennu, the Ham Stables bred Buzz Nightmare clocks a smart 1 minute 10 seconds even for the 6 furlong trip, and Mullings thinks there is a lot more to come for Buzz Nightmare.
I have a lot of improvement because, you still have space to go and it's still young, because not a really old horse right now, so you can look for far and far each time because you see do 110 good, it's easy, so he could do better, but we're taking it easy. This trainer instruction must put him in, break him smart, get him together, go about a length and relax back, and it work out.
To Trinidad and Tobago's Santa Rosa Park now, a small field for the 3-year-old and over feature. The favourite, the 3-year-old gelding, Whisper Light. Let's see how he does here. Eddie Arno on commentary.
As they make their way to the far turn, and Big 5-0 leads and leads by a neck. Whisper Light on the far side is next in second. A length back to Take One for Joey and a nice position to attack. Then 2.5 lengths back to the other one. That's One for the Road. After One for the Road is Free Passage, has relegated Gabby's goal to the cellar position. 400 meters out, and Big 5-0 is now being caught by Whisper Light and Take One for Joey on the inside. Take One for Joey has a narrow advantage over Whisper Light. Big 5-0 has ducked out of this battle as they come inside the final 200 meters, and Whisper Light is sticking to his guns. Whisper Light is now starting to draw away from Take One for Joey, and Whisper Light looks very sharp indeed as he comes up towards the finishing line to get his 3rd consecutive victory.
A heavy 2-5 favourite, Whisper Light, doesn't disappoint under jockey Ronald Alley, scoring by a length and a quarter over 2012 Derby winner Free Passage for trainer Glenn Mendez and owner Errol Stables. 1:11.60 the winning time for 6 furlongs. Leaving the Caribbean now for those stories of jockeys' title successes for the Barbadians Rocco Bowen and Chris Husbands up north. Bowen, in fact, securing his 2nd title in the USA for the 2016 campaign. After creating history earlier this year as the first Barbadian to win a jockey's title in the United States when he emerged as the Portland Meadows champion, Bowen delivered a splendid season at Auburn's Emerald Downs and easily swept the title. Multiple champion Leslie Moying was crippled by Bowen's immaculate season as the 27-year-old Barbadian reeled off 110 wins, a whopping 40 more than Moying in a lopsided title race in the 5-month-long season.
Yeah, it's been a very productive 2016, being fortunate to ride a lot of good horses, have a good agent, and good worker relationship, and that led to success.
Bowen logged 5 stakes wins among his victories in the Emerald Downs season. Meanwhile, Bowen's Barbadian collie Christopher Chintz Husbands regained the Assiniboia Downs jockey's crown he lost last year to Jamaican champion Chow. After a lively late-season tussle with fellow Barbadian Antonia Whitehall, husbands posted a flurry of wins on the final weekend to finish on 83 victories, 15 ahead of rookie Whitehall, who was on his debut in Canada. Jamaican Richard Mears also gets a top 5 spot in the final standings with 26 victories. Husbands had a remarkable 10 wins in 21 races on the final weekend at Assiniboia Downs to capture his second title in 3 years at the Winnipeg racetrack. Finally, the US-bred 4-year-old colt Watchyourownbobber was beaten by 3 lengths by Dorset in the Sandy Lane Barbados Gold Cup back in March. But since then, he's reeled off 3 successive stakes wins in the USA. The latest this past weekend in the US $400,000 more than ready mile stakes on the jockey Julien Leparoux. Tested early in the home stretch, but pulling clear in deep stretch of the 8-furlong turf race for the clear win by 4.5 lengths in the end. As an even money favourite, Watchyourownbobber impressively follows up his wins in the past 2 months in the Warrior Veteran Stakes in Indiana and the West Virginia House of Delegates Speakers Cup at Mountaineer Park. 6 months after his runner-up finish in the Sandy Lane Barbados Gold Cup, Watchyourownbobber clocks 138.94 for the mile trip for trainer Mike Maker and owners Ken and Sarah Ramsey, and is to be pointed to the $1 million Shadwell Turf Mile at Keeneland next month. We've been at the track covering top stories in the sport of kings. Check us out again next week.